لله الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, in the last khutbah I have mentioned that your inheritance must be distributed after paying your loan and your debt. And in this regard there is an ayah or portion of ayah in the both ayat of miras, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, بعد أن أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم من بعد وصية يوصي, and in the second ayah من بعد وصية يوصى بها أو دين, that the inheritance must be distributed after paying your loan. As a matter of fact, the miras or the inheritance must be distributed after three things has been taken care. Number one, after paying the tajheez of and takfeen, after paying the expenses of the burial. And number two, after paying your loan and debt, as I mentioned earlier. And number three, after fulfilling your wasiyah in 1/3 of your wealth. So, from this we learn that you can write the wasiyah for 1/3 of your wealth. That give 1/3 or 1/10 of my mal or my wealth to this masjid or to that welfare or to that hospital or to this yatim or that family. And the reference is in Bukhari and Muslim by Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He says that I was with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam during Hajjatul Wida, and Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that I became so sick that I thought that I am going to die in this journey. By the way, he cured and then he left many years after this incident. In fact, he is the one who conquered Persia after the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when he was very sick, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to visit him. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua for him. And then he said to the Prophet ﷺ, Ya Rasulullah, I am a rich person, I have lots of wealth, and how I want to distribute my wealth, I want to give 2/3 in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I have only one daughter, and I will leave 1/3 for my daughter and 2/3 in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ did not approve this. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ disliked. Then he said, فَالنِّصْفُ وَالنِّصْفُ, then I will give 1/2 in the path of Allah and I will leave 1/2 for my daughter. The Prophet ﷺ said, it still is too much that you are spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to spend in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then do in your life. But you cannot write a wasiyah more than, then he said, what about 1/3 in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and 2/3 for my daughter? The Prophet ﷺ approved this, and the Prophet ﷺ said, As-sulus was-sulusu kaseer aw kabir. Yes, you can do wasiyah of 1/3 of your wealth, but even 1/3 is kaseer. And in one riwayah, was-sulusu kabir, in even 1/3 is a lot, is big amount. So two things we learn from this hadith. Number one, you can write the wasiyah of 1/3 of your wealth. And number two, if you are a righteous person and if you have good intention, so it does not mean that you neglect the rights of your warasa by spending too much in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. His intention was right to have more reward by spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam corrected his misconception, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, no, if you are focused in your akhirah, it does not mean that you take the right of your warasa by spending more than what you're supposed to spend. So it's okay, because after your death, whatever you leave behind, that is belong to your warasa and you don't have right. You see? And in fact, the Prophet ﷺ said in the last part of the hadith, إِنَّكَ أَن تَذَرَ وَرَثَتَكَ أَغْنِيَاءَ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنْ أَن تَذَرَهُمْ عَالَةً يَتَكَفَّفُونَ النَّاسِ. That if you leave your warasa in a rich condition, it is better that you leave them fuqara, begging from people. In one hadith, and this is very beautiful hadith and eye-opening hadith, and when I read this hadith I was surprised. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you have 4 dinar, 4 gold pieces, so how do we think? And the Prophet ﷺ said, you have 4 gold pieces or gold coins. And the Prophet ﷺ said, dinarun anfaqtahu fi sabilillah. 1 dinar, 1 gold coin you spend in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa dinarun anfaqtahu fi raqabatin. And 1 gold coin you spend to free a slave, which is a great reward in Islam and Sharia. And then Prophet ﷺ said, wa dinarun tasaddaqta bihi ala miskini. The 3rd dinar you spend on a miskin, the person who is really in need. And the Prophet ﷺ said, وَدِينَارٌ أَنْفَقْتَهُ عَلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ. And 1 dinar, the last one you spend on your family. Which one is more rewardable? The one you spend in the path of Allah, the one you spend to set a slave free, and 1 dinar upon a miskin. Which one is the most rewardable? The Prophet ﷺ said, أَعْظَمُهَا أَجْرًا الَّذِي أَنْفَقْتَهُ عَلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ. The most rewardable is the dinar or the portion of money that you leave or that you spend on your family. So my respected brothers and sisters, Islam, we can in fact donate 1/3 of our wealth in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and of course you can write your wasiyah for your local masjid, Kingwood Islamic Center. As you know, we have a big expenses, $125,000 every year, so it will be a sadaqah jariyah for you. And I was reading this article and I was shocked when I read that 10% expenses of the churches and synagogues are covered by the will that the people of church and synagogue wrote for their place of worshiping. But I never heard, in fact, according to my limited knowledge, I never heard like someone wrote a wasiyah or a will that 1/5 of my money should be given to this masjid, Fatima al-Zahra, or Masjid Bilal, or Masjid al-Salam, because we think that if we spend in our family, we live for our family, or if we write a will for some place in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Sawat, is more rewardable. And we forget about our local organization, and we take the most benefit from our local organization than any other place. We use the masjid utilities. We take benefit from all the facilities. And look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet ﷺ, one time he was traveling with Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and then he took rest under the tree and he drank a cold cup of water. And then the Prophet ﷺ enjoyed and he became happy and satisfied. And then he said to Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, هذا من نعيم الذي تساءلون عنه يوم القيامة. Even for this little blessing, you will be questioned on the day of Qiyamah. So look at ourselves, how much benefit we and how much advantage we take from our masajid. So my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Imam Shafi rahimahullah said that if you write a will and you write it according to Quran and Sunnah and you do not do any zulm, so it is like you are spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after your death. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. And when it comes to write the will, you can in fact write the will for a non-Muslim, for a kafir. The general rule is a kafir and disbeliever does not inherit from you. If he is your brother, if he is your wife, he is not gonna inherit from your wealth according to Quran and Sunnah. In fact, 3 people do not take any portion, any share from your wealth when it comes to the distribution according to Quran and Sunnah. Number 1, the one who kills you, the one who murders you. He is not gonna, if he is your child, he is not gonna get anything from your miras, because this is the rule in Arabic, من تعجل شيئا قبل أوانه عوقب بحرمانه. That whoever rushes to do something, he is gonna be deprived from it. And number 2, the one who is slave. And number 3, a Muslim does not inherit from a kafir and vice versa. Because of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, لا يرث المسلم الكافر ولا الكافر المسلم. The both does not inherit from each other. But when it comes to the wasiyah, you can write a wasiyah for a kafir, and kafir writes a wasiyah for you. And the evidence is from Safiya radiallahu ta'ala anha, a sahabiya. He wrote a wasiyah for her brother who was not a Muslim, and his wasiyah was implemented in the time of the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, when it comes to write the wasiyah, some people come to us and they say, like, do we have to write the wasiyah of 1/3 of wealth? It's too much for us. We want to leave more for our wife and our children. So just keep in your mind, you don't have to write the wasiyah for 1/3 of wealth. In fact, it is better to not write the wasiyah and leave everything for your family and your children and your wife and your parents. But you can write the wasiyah of 1/5 or 1/10 or 1/15. And Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, he said very beautifully that لو غض الناس إلى الربع لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الثلث والثلث كبير أو الثلث كثير. If the people do not write the wasiyah for 1/3 and they just write less than 1/3, maybe 1/4, 1/5 is better. Because the Prophet ﷺ, when he approved 1/3, he said 1/3 is fine, but 1/3 is a lot of, is big portion of money. It's big portion of money. And my dear respected brothers and sisters, with God that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to follow all of His commandments and all the sunnahs of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فإنه من يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Inshallah, I will continue this topic in the upcoming weeks. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.